Okay guys, so let's go ahead and now make some signatures for my junk journal. These are some papers that I pulled out to use. I've decided with this one I want it to be mostly like not subtle, but like whatever, neutral colors, and then just a few bright ones here in the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start pulling my paper and folding it in half. And then I'll get papers like this one. Let's see, what do I want to do with this? So this one's big, which means I can put it over the whole thing and have the paper the right way. But it has these holes in it. So what I'm gonna do, I have this washi tape that's really big. And I think I'm gonna cut it in half. So then I'm gonna stick it right here, like this. Oops. Just to cover up those holes. Right there. And I'm gonna take the other piece, and it doesn't really matter that the other piece that I cut is skinnier. And I'm just gonna stick that right here. I'm not sure what that is. Paper fuzzies, and then just trim this side. And there we go. Now we have a big piece of paper. You can also do that if you just have two little pieces of paper. This one I just wanted to give some more reinforcement to. But if I had two papers this size, I could put them back side by side like this and then do the same thing. So there's that paper. I have a dictionary paper here. And then sometimes I like to mix it up. I may, I don't know. I may do this one this way, but it may change my mind later. Here's another one that I just pulled out of a vintage book. I think I'm just going to leave this one like that. And this one, I think the same. I'm actually going to rip this one and fold them in half. Okay, this page is really big, but I want to make sure I get these pictures. It's like Beauty and the Beast concept art. So I'm going to fold it this way and then just remember when I cut it down later to cut the bottom half off and not the top half. Then I have some of this graph paper. And then this, I'm probably just going to leave it like this. This is just a magazine page that I cut up. I didn't cut up. I painted over. So there's that. You can still see some stuff peeking through, but I think it'll be cool. And I'm just going to leave this like that. And then this is, I think I'm going to do it this way, because this is a one-sided paper. I want the color to be on the outside, but then I'm going to fold a different one the other way. So like this one is just a notepad paper, and I'm going to fold it with the colors in, so the colors aren't always the same way. This is a envelope that I think I'm just going to stick in like this, and then we can put stuff in the pocket right here like that. So I'm just going to leave that one. This is from my last junk journal, was a little 3-ring binder. So that was just something that was in there. And then these were also in there And I want to use these pockets. I think I'm going to use this masking tape again and tape them together. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between just so I can fold it a little easier. And when I go in and I'm actually junk journaling, I'm probably going to end up covering up these pockets anyways, because I don't want them to say frozen items and baked cereal items and cereals. It's a weird combination of things. So I'm just going to leave them like that right now. But what I do need to do is cut some little slits right here so that I can still use the pockets. Because the junk journal, just embrace the imperfections. It's supposed to not be perfect. So if I make a terrible cutting line, it's okay. So I'm going to fold that, and that's all ready to go. Here's some old ledger, not ledger, but like writing pad paper. Okay, and then this is just really big wrapping paper, actually. Big brown wrapping paper. I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to cut it down to a more manageable size. Then I can get my paper cutter, and I just want it to be kind of comparable to the same size. So, I want like the whole page though. I'm just using this as a reference because I'm so bad at eyeballing things. So, about there. I'm gonna probably save this. Maybe it could be a little page. And then just cut down the side here. And I'm not even gonna care that these pages aren't straight, because if I do care, then I will literally be here forever. Make them straight. So there we have one page. And 2 pages. And maybe I'll fix those and trim them up a little nicer later, but right now we just add those to our stack. These pages, they're kind of super fragile. I think I'm just going to keep them like this, just because I think I've tried to bend them before and they kind of rip really easily. So I'm just going to leave those like that. This is an envelope, obviously. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'll show you what we do when we put it in just a minute. I have some vintage writing paper. Not writing, music paper. Hello. I'm going to rip. Oh, that is so nice. Like butter. two big pieces of scrapbook paper that I want to use. I'm going to fold those. And then I made these little pockets. I'm actually still stuck together. The only thing I did was I took two pieces of paper, they were already even this size, and then just sewed them together. I sewed this one on 3 sides, and I'm gonna fold it in half this way. Like this, and then I have 2 little tiny pockets that I can use. And then this one I just sewed the top and the bottom with my sewing machine, and I'm gonna fold it this way. And then I have pockets that I can use on the sides like this to tuck little goodies in. And then I just have some coffee dyed paper that I'm just going to use to supplement any extra room that I need. So now we have all of our paper here folded, and I'm kind of going to sort it a little bit and then put them together, and I will be back when I'm done with it. So I'm back, and I have my signatures are all folded, and I put them together, but obviously they're way too big right now. This is my cover, so they're huge. So we're gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can find a piece of paper that's like a good size. I think this might be a little too big for it. Yeah, that is just a little too big. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna get my paper cutter and cut off just the holes right here of this paper and see if that works. So get this on the spine. Yeah, I think that will work. So I'm gonna use this as my base paper, and then I'm just gonna cut these papers all down to size this way. So I'm gonna put, let's move all of these out of the way. So like for this one, obviously it's gonna be too tall, so I wanna cut off the bottom of this one. So I'm just gonna put it right here, and then cut it right there. But I don't wanna cut this paper, obviously. There we go, and then now it fits in there nicely. I'm gonna do that with all of my papers, so they're all nice at the same size, and I am gonna save these because they make good little pockets and things later, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with these. I'm just gonna put these little extra cut off parts to the side, and I will cut all of my signatures to size, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here are all of my signatures. So I ended up having 4 signatures. They all have about 9 papers in them. I normally do more, but this time I want to try and do more signatures with less paper then less signatures with more paper, just to see how that affects the spine. Oh, sorry. So here they are in there, and I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these extra papers here that I had, and just, I'm going to sew them onto some of the edges. So I think I'm going to take, like, maybe not that one. Cut this one down and just sew it right here, straight down on the edge, just to add something, oh, that's ripped. Something a little extra right there, just to the page to start out with. So I'm going to go and do that, and then I will come back and show you what happened. Okay, so I'm back. I have all my signatures put together. I have a bunch of these little tabs on the side tied up, sewn on. Here's another one. And I'm all ready to put them in my journal. So here's my journal. I'm going to go ahead and put them, stick them right there. I know that was really exciting. And I'm actually going to put mine in with elastic. I've done this before, and so far it's my favorite way, just because I can take them in and out. I have sewn them in before with a pamphlet stitch, which I like. I kind of go back and forth in between the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, find the middle. I'm just gonna measure how much I need. I still want it, I don't want it to be super tight, because I still want to be able to get things in and out of it and be able to tie it. I think that's a good length. I'm just gonna make one of those of that length for each. This is just, I probably got this at like Walmart. It's just, I don't know, regular cord elastic. You don't have to be super exact at all. And definitely as I keep going, if I need to tighten them, I can. So I'd rather them be more loose than tight. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the middle. Stick it in. And then tie it. Awesome. Then I'm gonna do that 4 times. Okay, so here's the finished book. All the signatures are stuck in there. I'm gonna do a quick flip through. So right here, I added this in later. So this is just a piece of paper that I actually got in the mail. Oh goodness, okay. And I painted this side white, and then I decided to try one side black. And on the other side, I picked it because it folded 4 times. So it folds out like this. I thought I could do something fun with that on either side. And I did get some paint on there when I painted it, but that's okay. This will probably end up getting covered up anyways. And then if you did see me, I did switch these 2 around, which is why it's so nice to have the elastics, because I had the same thing next to the same thing. So I just switched those really fast and it all worked out. I hope you guys liked this junk journal tutorial and it helped you, and I'll keep you updated on how it goes.